Okay, welcome back to my Premier League predictions. This is part two. I finished last half. I was speaking about the bottom half of the table, or the bottom five teams. I've finished with Aston Villa in 15th. I probably didn't get finished talking about them, but they're good. Got some good. They've made some good signings. They're going to finish 15th. Let's move on to 14th, where I've put my team, my team, Norwich City, promoted to the Premier League again. Okay, a lot people are putting us to get. I think people are putting us to get relegated or finish like in this 15th to 10th section. I think we're gonna stay up. We've got some. Won the league. We haven't really signed anyone apart from Ralph Farman on loan. We've made some other signings like Durhamich, but Ralph Farman on loan is a great because Tim Krul really wasn't the best of goalkeepers in the Championship last season. He did make a couple of dreadful mistakes. So now that that's goalkeeping position is sorted out, and that we've got Timo Pukki is amazing, and our squad is very good, and got some very good youngsters who have all signed new contracts. Like all our players have signed new contracts, basically. So it looks like they'll be staying at least for this season, and we're not going to lose anyone. And we're going to finish 14th. We played so well in the Championship. We're not going to do as well in the Premier League, obviously, but 14th I think would be good, very good, and I think we can build on that and probably maybe move up the table and actually make some other signings and probably improve our defence because our defence isn't the best. And Zimmerman at the start of the season, and playing Liverpool are very tough at the start of the season will be a challenge. If we can get through that, get to some easy, we'll hopefully win all them and do well. 13th, I put Crystal Palace. Now, Crystal Palace are a good team. They did lose Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but it looks like Zaha could be staying. So, and he's amazing. So yeah, Crystal Palace 13th. They finished round here last season, so then they finished 12th or something. But they're a mid-table team. They've got some good Luka Milivojevic, Andros Townsend, all good players. They can they could finish like they're not going to finish much higher. They could probably, but they've got some good players, a good manager, and I don't really expect much from them. But I don't expect them to do bad. So yeah, they're a very and more average Premier League team. Southampton I put 12th. Now they haven't had the best past two seasons, but now a full season under Ralph Hasenhüttl, they have got some great players. Nathan Redmond, Angus Gunn. I'm not just saying they're great because they used to play for Norwich, but still they are good players. They have been playing very well under Ralph Hasenhüttl. They're going to finish 12th. They're not going to finish like top 10, but I think they could move on if they have a good season this year, which I think they can. Even though Angus got that mistake on the final day, but of last season, but he's still a really good goalkeeper. So I think Southampton in 12th, which would okay. A lot of people are putting them further down, but I think 12th Watford. They finished 11th last year. Put them in 11th again. They did have a good season last year. They're not going to do probably as well. Hopefully, Javi Garcia can keep his job for the whole season, unlike most Watford managers. But it looks like he's going to be staying around for some time now because yeah, they've got some good. They played some. They played really well. They probably didn't deserve to finish 11th this last season. They probably deserve to finish more like the top 10. They were in 7th for like part of the season, and they did get to that FA Cup final and that amazing semi-final where Joe Delafeu, he's a good player as well as Roberto Caprera can be good on his day. Troy Deeney's a good player as well. Ben Foster's probably still a good goalkeeper. Who they've got? Yeah, they've got a good squad, and it seems Decore is still there. They're not going to have as good a season as last year, but they're going to still finish in the same position, I reckon. 10th, I've got West Ham. Okay, they're probably going to do better than last season, but they're still 10th. I reckon that Pellegrini's a good manager. They've signed some good players, and Yarmolenko being back will be key. They, but the teams in the top 10 are probably too good to even catch up with. They've got like Felipe Anderson's good. They've got a very good squad for being outside the top 10, but they're still not gonna get. We're doing outside the top six. I mean, but they're still not going to get into that round the Champions League places or Europa League places. But I look at them, they're a good team. All these teams in here